So what if your AI assistant could actually surf the web, not just talk about it? So imagine coding up a bridge in less than 20 minutes to let your local LLM, things like Ollama, or also if you're running Llama CPP, and to let it interact with a real browser, seeing what's on the screen, clicking links, and filling out forms. This isn't some far off future tech. It's Microsoft's Model Context Protocol, or MCP, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to build a WebSurfer connection in C# that will transform how your AI tools interact with the actual internet. Now, this isn't hype. This isn't some free tool. I'm not selling you something. I'm giving you free code, teaching you how to use it, but think about what you could build if your AI had real-time access to any website, search engine, or web application. So let's dive into this today. Welcome to Startup Hack. I'm Spencer, and here at Startup Hack, we train software developers and build custom software solutions for companies. With a decade of executive leadership as a fractional CTO and 25 years in software development, I've mastered transforming tech teams and products. All right, so have you been looking to connect your LLM to the real world? I'm going to break this down for you today and give you some free code that you can use to use Microsoft's Model Control Protocol, or MCP, libraries to build WebSurfer integration in C# that will give your AI the ability to directly interact with web browsers. So I've put all the code into GitHub for you, and you can pull the link down below and you can dive right into this. Now, MCP is an open protocol originally created by Anthropic, but now backed by Microsoft that standardizes how AI applications communicate with external data sources and tools. Think of it as a universal translator between LLMs and the digital world. Instead of building custom integrations for every single tool, you now have a standardized way for AI to access external capabilities. Now, the beauty of MCP is its simplicity. It's essentially just JSON-RPC over HTTP that allows any AI model to discover and use tools in a standard way, and I'm going to show you how. And I'm giving you free code samples so you even can just have a great launch-off point. The real power comes with combining WebSurfer and the local LLMs, giving you complete control over how your AI interacts with the web without sending your data out to third-party service. Now, today I'm going to show you a sample in third-party service, but you can just as easily plug it into a local system. Now, if your company needs help with their automating AI tools and everything, reach out, because here at Startup Hack, we love to train software developers as well as build custom software solutions for companies. So let's dive into our code sample here today, and I'm going to get this all set up and started for you. Now you can see here that I've given the link down below, but I've given it to the specific, but we're going to go into number 248. So I've already given you 248 free code samples. And before that, there was almost another 200 code samples if you follow this link here. Tons of free code. I give it all to you because I love building software here. So let's dive into our WebSurfer MCP project here. You can see there's only a few files. We've got a good README here that says the MCP server built using the C# SDK and provides AI-powered tools for web surfing and content extraction. So it goes through and breaks down what each of these are. Now, these are the different tools that you're going to get, right? You can fetch and return the HTML, extract and return the context, extract all of the extract from the web with customized limits, gets the title of the web page, and perform simple search. So you can see each of these different tools, right? So you want to clone the directory, build it, run it. Pretty straightforward stuff. So I've already got the project open here, right? We're going to jump right into this. Now, the power here comes from this mcp.json, and you can see that VS Code already knows and has this set up here, right? So a couple of things you want to do here. You want to select from ask to agent. You want to select which of the models you want to use. And now again, I'm going to use Claude Sonnet here. It's free, but you can actually set up and plug this into a local LLM, right? Now, when we do this here, we can actually click on this and you can see that it scanned our project and found all those tools we just talked about. Now, how does it know where to find these tools, right? So if I go into the WebSurfer tool here, you can see that we have included the Model Context Protocol server, right? And again, I've given you all this free code, so I'm not going to sit here and type it for you because I've given it all to you for free. Now we decorate the class with MCP server tool type. And as you can see here, this is used to attributes a type containing methods that should expose as an MCP server tools. Then here it actually says, now this is a tool, and it gives the description, right? It fetches and returns this, it tells it what to do with it and how to read it, right? That's where all these descriptions are coming from here, right? Tells us where to go get this. Now, what it can do here is, you notice, so I can start the server by running this, or I can just jump into the agent and ask the question, and it will know that if it's not running to go ahead and start it. But I'm going to go ahead and start it right here. So now you can see that it changes to running. So this is running now. So let's go to our WebSurfer tools here. And I'd say, get me the content, let's say, give me the HTML content of HTTPS startuphack.com. Okay. Now it's going to go out and it's going to use this, and it may prompt me first depending on security, right? It says, hey, I'm going to help you do this first. Let me check if it's built. So it notices that it hasn't been built yet. So we're going to go ahead and tell it to build. So I didn't follow my own directions there, right? Because even in my own directions, it says, hey, you should build this first. But it noticed that. So it's actually going to do the .NET build for me. Kicks us off. See, it kind of almost feels like magic, right? To see this doing this real time. Now it's going to run it. So it says, hey, we need to run this, right? So we're going to run that. And we're going to run the content, and it's going to go ahead and grab that URL for us and start to build out that content. It says, hey, I noticed it didn't work as expected, likely because the program is set up as an MCP server. So let's run this again. Doesn't handle direct command line arguments, right? So it looks like it's run into a problem. It says the website could not be, accessed. So let me check really quick and see why it can't get a hold of that website. All right, so let's try to start this over again. So what we're going to do is we're going to do .NET build at our console line here, right? We'll do .NET build. It builds the code. We're then going to do .NET run. It'll be running the servers now. So now the MCP server is running. You can notice that it actually sees that it's running here, right? Now, if I wanted to restart it, it'll actually kill it, start it, restart it here. So now it's running, and it's discovered 6 tools, right? So you can see that it's got this debug output handling. So it's now says discovered 6 tools. So again, if I go to my tools here, you can see that it says summarize web page content, etc. So if I say, please get me the HTML content of HTTPS, cleanrouter.com, because if you're a parent, you should definitely have a clean router at home so you keep your kids safe online. Now, grabbing cleanrouter.com, it's going to say, hey, I'm going to help you fetch that content. Let's take a look here. Now it says, I noticed this. So it's where it's going to basically ask your permission first to run out and then go and fetch that data from the site. So say I did it. The website appears to be a parental control, so it's not only retrieved the HTML, it then also actually appears to, then summarizes it using the summarize tool, right? So where did it do that? So we can see that it's there's the title. Here's where it goes and grabs, a web page link, right? So if we need to follow links on there, but here's where it's actually getting the page text, as well as then also grabbing the web page content, which is getting here. And then it also has the tool to also be able to summarize the web page here, right? By feeding it and taking this and adding it in and asking it to how to feed it. It grabs all the text and then splits it in, and then tells the LLM to summarize this page, right? So pretty impressive when you actually look at what this is doing under the hood, that it's running all this code, right? So I could also then say, what was the title of that page, of the home page on that site? Now, it's going to actually use that title, the web page title, and it'll say, hey, let me get that title. Could use the web page title method, right? Looking, it says, hey, clean router, the ultimate parental controls, because it is the ultimate parental controls. So if you're a parent out there, make sure your kids are safe online using clean router. Now, so this is a great example of some of the things that we can do. Again, very simple set of code. What do we have here? 150, 170 lines of code here, right? Not a whole lot of work here that we can take this and build out something pretty impressive. So you can use a local model. You can use a lot of different tools to build out something pretty impressive there. Now, again, go grab that code sample, links down below, and make sure you leave a comment, because the best compliment you can give me is when you leave a comment. Now, we can explore some practical applications for our WebSurfer MCP implementation. And for developers, this will allow you to then take any of your code, connect out the ability to go out to the web, get something, and then to be able to bring that back to the LLM. So the MCP ecosystem is growing really fast, and the tools and capabilities are being added every single day. So, we've discussed today about how the WebSurfer implementation works, and there's a lot of community resources to the MCP out there. There's a lot of frameworks that are emerging how to simplify MCP development even further. So including Microsoft Semantic Kernel, which can make integrations even simpler. Now, what are your thoughts? Do you like these programming videos? Let me know down below. So if your company needs help staying on the cutting edge of AI integration, reach out to us, because here at Startup Hack, our specialty is building out connected systems. So check out startuphack.com/Spencer. And here's some information about some of our great services. Hi, my name is Spencer Thomason, and I'm a fractional CTO. With over a decade of executive leadership and a solid 25 years in software development, I've mastered the art of transforming technology teams and products. So what is a fractional CTO? This is where you can contract someone like myself to come into your organization and get the benefits of a seasoned CTO without having to employ me full time. In today's fast-paced world, efficiency, security, and product scaling aren't just goals, they're necessities. My passion is building impactful products and enhancing organizational efficiencies through technology. From startups to small businesses, my approach leverages lean methodologies to not just meet but exceed your strategic goals. Whether it's through executive mentoring, cloud system architecture, or launching a minimum viable product swiftly, my aim is to make a significant impact right from the start. Recognized in the Arizona startup ecosystem, my journey has been about creating value and fostering innovation. I have led technology for companies like GoDaddy, SRP, and Wells Fargo and turned challenges into milestones. I've taken this learning and launched 7 of my own brands, and now I want to help you. So if you're looking for a fractional CTO who brings a wealth of experience, strategic vision, and a proven track record, let's connect. Together we can build technology that not only drives your business forward, but also makes a difference. Technology leadership redefined to fit your needs. So reach out today.